What's up, Warriors? It's another amazing day and another music reaction. We are making our way down the September 1.0 list. Yes, I know. We're getting close to the end of October. We are doing the best that we can. Okay. Right. So we are tackling one of our amazing Randy's Patreon requests, which is called Baker Street by Gerry Rafferty. I have no freaking clue who this person is, which leaves me to believe that I'm also not going to know what the song is about and what the song is. Okay, so as usual, we're going in blind because, Randy, I don't recall you sharing anything on the song, but I mean, this is how we like it. I like that because then I get a proper first impression. Let's dive in. Baker Street. Is that in the US? I guess so. Oh. Oh, I love saxophones.
Winding your way down on Baker Street, lighting your head and dead on your feet. Well, another crazy day. You'll drink the night away and forget about everything. This city desert makes you feel so cold. It's got so many people, but it's got no soul, and it's taken you so long to find out you were wrong.
He clearly lives in the city. He knows what it feels like.
Used to think that it was so easy. You used to say that it was so easy, but you're trying now. Another year and then you'd be happy. Just one more year and then you'd be happy, but you're crying now.
I like this drumming style. It's just the right loudness for the song.
Way down the street there's a light in his place. He opens the door, he's got that look on his face, and he asks you where you've been. You tell him who you've seen, and you talk about anything.
Oh.
He's got this dream about buying some land. He's gonna give up the booze and the one-night stands, and then he'll settle down in some quiet little town and forget about everything. But you know he'll always keep moving. You know he's never gonna stop moving. He's rolling, he's the rolling stone. When you wake up, it's a new morning. The sun is shining, it's a new morning. You're going home.
They're almost turning a ballad into a proper rock song. I mean, can we consider this rock now? You know what this tune reminds me of? Um, The Bold and the Beautiful, they tune. Why? It's not this tune. It is definitely not it. The Bold and the Beautiful, even Baywatch, it's all these old stuff, old series. So I don't know if it maybe played at some point, but it wants to stick, but it's not quite there. I'm like, I don't know if I've heard this before. I feel like I did, but maybe just because the saxophone is so prominent. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, hold on. I love this. I'm amazed how he sang as if he was speaking. It didn't seem like he was having to make extra effort in order to tell his story, right? So I do want to go and look at the lyrics because he told us a pretty decent story. Oh, here we go. So I don't even have to go to Genius. So my first impression before even looking at the lyrics, I love his voice. I love his voice. I love the saxophone. I love the guitaring. Like, I literally feel like we just turned a very slow and a little bit sad song into, a good rock song. So you can generally take anything that's really, really, really sad, then you turn it into metal or rock, and then it becomes more of it's still really, really, really sad. But instead of bawling your eyes out, you kind of like, I don't know, rock and metal just does something different to me. I don't necessarily get angry, but it almost levels out those emotions of, oh, I want to be sad, down in the dumps, I feel sorry for myself, or just I'm really suffering. Versus when it's rock or metal, I'm like, okay, fuck this shit. I'm still going through this. It's okay. Like, I can make this, you know? That's why I like listening to rock and metal. But anyways, so clearly this guy, okay, they are singing about him obviously having a drinking problem, ne? But I do think that you can apply this entire thing to just about any scenario out there or any experience. For instance, okay, I'm going to do what I normally do, personal experience. So I came to the city because I felt I need to get out of the small town. I'm not going to be able to make anything with my life if I stay in that small town. Obviously, I was running for my life from my family. So I figured I need to go to a completely different province and start over and build a new life, leave everything behind, which I did. Got to the city, and then every year you just tell yourself, it's fine. This year was crap. It was hard. It was difficult. It was painful. It was blood, sweat, and tears. But just one more year and I'm going to succeed. One more year and, I'm going to be a step further in my career, or I'm going to, I don't know, maybe be in a relationship. I'm going to have someone who loves me. Who knows? Whatever the reason, there's so many people who would leave everything behind to go and make a fresh start, whether you come out of a divorce. Maybe you, like me, leaving the entire family behind because you kind of felt like you were being weighed down. Then there is running from your past. My father constantly ran. Okay, so there's so many different things that can make you, maybe it is in this case a drinking problem. So you never settle down, you never find your roots. Okay, so now you go to a brand new place. In his case, a city. My case, a city. The problem is, people like me, I grew up on a farm. People like him also clearly came from something more like a smaller town. So trying to go and find happiness then in something in the hustle and the bustle, that doesn't work. For some people, it's amazing. They love the city. They love the lights. They love the fact that cities never sleep and they can socialize and whatever. I'm not a social bunny. I'm an introvert. I almost basically to be honest, despise human interaction. I really struggle with it. I need to make extra effort. Although give me a group of elderly people and I will talk for hours. I will have the time of my life. I struggle to engage with people of my own age, but older people with experience, people with life stories to tell, it's because I think I love to listen. So I love to listen to experiences and history and just stories. Old people tell the most amazing stories about their childhoods and how they grew up and all the cuck they caused. Okay, anyway, so you have people who try and make their lives better. You guys know by now, I'm in the exact same boat. And for a very, very long time, probably my entire life, I'm turning 35 in a month. Yeah, 35 next month. Up to about 3 weeks ago, I think it's about 3 weeks ago, something shifted out of nowhere, okay? So previously, I've said to you guys before that things just does not want to work out. It's not going my way. I'm working myself into a coma. It's just not working. Nothing's paying off. I'm just not getting anywhere. We just keep getting thrown with curveballs. And, you know, I go with the Matrix. I love blaming it on the Matrix. But in any case, and then something shifted. So prior, if this song is very relevant then, because you say just one more year, just one more year, just one more year. And now before I know it, it's been how many years? 13 years. Is it 13 years? Let me just check. Let me check. I can't remember when did I leave home. It's 15 years. Because we're in 2025 now, no? No, 14 years. Okay. So fast forward 14 years of saying just one more year, just one more year. Now I rub my eyes and I'm like, oh shit. I've worked myself into a coma for 14 years thinking this year, I'm going to settle down. I'm going to find a loving husband. I'm going to love him like crazy. I'm going to not have to sacrifice everything about my youth just so that I can get ahead, just so that I can make something of myself. And the same goes for my brother. I mean, you guys know we're a package deal, so we kind of do this whole thing together. And now we're like, okay, is this it? Has something now happened? It seems like the universe tipped the scales, because all of a sudden I'm very much a tick box person, lists, checklists, you know. So in my mind, I'm going through my list and like, you know what? We're starting to tick things off. And the list is not growing. So there's not more things that get added, you know, the usual curveballs. We're actually starting to resolve the lawsuits that we have going on. We're starting to resolve disputes. We're starting to resolve this. And we're actually making so much progress with our applications that we're developing, and we're getting funding, and it's absolutely amazing. It's amazing because now we can afford to get more developers on board. Okay, so this poor oak clearly needs to still get to where we just got 3 weeks ago. Okay. Prior to that, 100%, you feel like you never find your roots. You feel like you can never just settle down. And sometimes you even bullshit yourself. Like, I've honestly stopped myself a gazillion times and said, you know what? I think I keep on telling myself this stuff just that I keep going, but I know I'm pretty much fooling myself. So I think let's read the lyrics. One thing is for certain, that if you're like me, you're an introvert and you're not someone who actually likes the hustle and bustle, going to the city is probably going to be the worst thing. And he even said, yeah, something along the lines of, it took you so long to realize that you're actually wrong, that you're not getting from the city that what you wanted, because there is no soul. Again, people like me and like this bloke, apparently, we're more connected to nature. So we want to be in the quiet. We want to, pause and take in, whereas the city just does not allow you to. The city is the rat race. There's a reason why they call it the rat race. So let's read. Winding your way down on Baker Street, light in your head and dead on your feet. Well, another crazy day, you'll drink the night away and forget about everything. Okay, so that's one thing for certain. Again, if things don't go your way, you find something to numb your thoughts. For me, it used to be bodybuilding. I have a very addictive personality. So I just shared something earlier of me being addicted to coffee. That's very much the case. But I even got addicted to something like bodybuilding because you keep pushing those chemicals, yes, but also your actual hormone levels. The more you train, the more your body produces those hormones, and the more your body produces dopamine and serotonin and all of these things, and eventually you get addicted to it. So for me, that was my numbing, so that I can just almost autopilot through every day to still get my degree, to still do my articles, to still deal with all the shit that's going on in my life, So for everyone, it's different. This guy decided to drink. I decided to jump myself into an oblivion. Okay, so we continue. The city desert makes you feel so cold. It's got so many people, but it's got no soul. Listen to this contradiction there. I actually didn't pick it up during the song. The city desert. Okay, so with desert, we associate heat, right? So heat, dryness, there's nothing but sand. But he calls it cold. Look then. Then he's saying it's got so many people, but it's got no soul. So literally using two contradictions in the exact same line. Yeah, it's, two lines. It is awesome. I love it. And it's taking you so long to find out you were wrong when you thought it held everything. Cities are not the answer. And it doesn't just have to be cities. It could be anything. It could be if you thought a certain relationship is going to give you everything you wanted. It could be, do you know what? Or another scenario, which I've heard one too many times, that is very much real. People whose marriages are crumbling, then they think having another baby will make them happy again. Well, their first baby or second baby, whatever the case might be. So they kind of try and fill the voids with children, which then ends up being the worst thing they could have done, because now they put the children through that misery as well, because children are not band-aids. Children are not antibiotics for an open wound. If you have a problem in your marriage, fix the fucking problem, and then you try and have children. If you can't fix it, children is not the answer. Okay? You used to think that it was so easy. You used to say that it was so easy. But you're trying. You're trying now. Another year and then you'll be happy. Just one more year and then you'll be happy. But you're crying. You're crying now. Again, you can even apply that to relationships. Just one more year. Just one more year. We just need to get through whatever it is that we're going through now, and then we'll be fine. But we keep applying band-aids and not fixing the problem. Why? Oh, way down this street, there's light in his place. He opens the door. He's got the look on his face. Way down the street, there's a light in his place. He opens the door. He's got that look on his face. And he asks you where you've been. You'll tell him who you've seen, and you talk about anything. He's got this dream about buying some land. He's going to give up the booze and the one-night stands. And then he'll settle down in some quiet little town and forget about everything. Listen, is there a pub on Baker Street? Because it would make sense if he's drinking at the pub. And then obviously people like the barmen are kind of therapists to the drinkers. But you know he'll always keep moving. You know he's never going to stop because he's rolling. He's a rolling stone. And when you wake up, it's a new morning. The sun is shining. It's a new morning. You're going home. So you stayed. Did he stay at the bar the whole night? There's something else earlier that I read. Yeah. Light in your head and dead on your feet. This is a very, very nice and well played, well written line. Just because obviously if you're intoxicated, your light, you kind of feel like buzzy, but your feet are dead. I mean, we all know that's why people fall over their feet when they're really wasted. It's just you can't move. That can be in a literal sense, or that could just be metaphorical, because he's actually not, he's stagnant. He's not doing what he's supposed to do. Even though he keeps moving in the sense of he's telling himself just one more year, he's not actually pausing, analyzing the root cause of all his problems, analyzing the potential options that he has in order to make an informed decision. Okay. So just by remaining that stagnant and almost complacent is what makes people stay stuck in their circumstances and in their life, in their circle, in their misery for 2, 3, 4 decades. And before they know it, they're like, oh shit, my entire life has passed. I'm retiring. I'm about to retire. I've done nothing that I wanted to do. I just kept trying the entire time. I've been numbing myself the entire time so that I didn't even have good experiences. I didn't even fall hopelessly in love. I didn't go flipping skydiving, or I didn't achieve what I wanted to achieve in life. This is an incredibly well-written, beautiful song. Tragic, way too real and way too relevant, sadly. But it's also, I kind of want to say, a nice wake-up call. Because if you really stop to listen to the lyrics and pay attention to it, then why not try and learn from someone else's experiences? I like to do this. It's not everyone likes to do this. A lot of people prefer to just learn from their own mistakes. I don't like doing that. I would much rather learn from other people's mistakes. Just because why the hell must I go and make the exact same mistake if someone else already made the mistake and you can see what the better solution would have been? And yes, mistakes do make you stronger. That's fair. But I mean, choose the mistakes that you want to make. I mean, come on. That's just in my world. Okay. I'm not saying you should do the same, but yeah. Stunning, tragic, wake up call. Take it as you want to, take it as you need to take it. But just take a second, pause, maybe listen to the song, do what I just did, and then maybe take a lesson from it. Thank you guys. This was amazing. Randy, as usual, you are amazing, absolutely amazing. And guys, a big reason why things are also taking a turn for us, I honestly believe it's because of my Patreon members, and the support I've been receiving from them. Yeah, we, my brother and I, are about to make our dreams come true. And it's with all of your help, and it's all of your support, and just sticking with me through this journey. So I'm so grateful that it's impossible to put it into words. All I can do is succeed and show you the results of how your support has helped us. So thank you. Yeah, I can't do this without you guys. I hope you know this, and I'm very, very grateful. And I'm always here for you guys too. So, I'm an empath. I can't see other people suffer without wanting to help. So I'm here, even if you just want to talk. Okay. I appreciate all of you. Thank you. And I will check you in the next one. Goodbye.